Okay. So not as straightforward as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't that the power just like went out. It was the power went out in my room and my son's room. So the breaker tripped, which is crazy because I'm running literally the same stuff that I always do. Not a great feeling. Like, it's my computer, PlayStation, a fan, 2 box lights, and a small light. I don't know if I need to spread them out because they're in 2 power strips in the same outlet, but I guess it's all in the same thing, so I don't know. Maybe I'm overloading it. Maybe I need to spread stuff out. I don't really know the first thing about that. So yeah, had to go and reset the breaker, and in doing so, my son's bedroom light comes on. He's got like a little corner light that we can turn on and off with the remote. For whatever reason, it defaults to on when you plug it in, so that's great. Whenever the power goes out in the night, my son's room is real bright, so that's great. Fortunately, he slept through it, and I was able to sneak into his room and turn it back off, but that's all Mission Impossible style. So let's see if the swing is still there. This is gonna throw off the cadence to the stream, so I apologize. We had to run ads when we start the stream again because it doesn't remember. Like, it was too much, if the stream dies and then, anytime it stops and comes back up, it like resets the ad thing, so we had to run that. This will be a shorter segment. Ah, yes, I get to relive that. Hey, good evening, Deuce. How you doing, dude? Yeah, we'll see if the tempo's good. This is probably gonna be like a shorter segment leading up to. This is very Pebble Beach. Just thinking about this. This is very Pebble Beach. Yeah, we'll see how tempo is. If tempo is good, it's going to be a short runway to our normal ad break and then our Plat round. If we are not playing well and tempo is taking a while, then we'll be able to take some time at the range. Counting down the minutes to leave work. I get you, man. Yeah, so that was chaotic. So appreciate those of you that stuck around. Hopefully that's not something we have to deal with anymore. But I'll have to do some research into, I guess, electric circuits and how much stuff I can run. I wouldn't think that the other things in the house would matter because they're on their own circuits, but now I just have immense paranoia, Wow. Look at how far that goes out to the right. And look at that bounce. Getting away with one there. Getting away with one there for sure. I slowed it. It's not as slow as I thought. I partialed it too much. I was so concerned about how long we'd be. Just kind of a mistake because now we're so short and down the hill. Yeah, you want to be. I'd rather be long with the uphill. I don't know, Johnny. We're gonna need the luck for our impossible challenge stuff, so I don't know if we want to be. I don't know if we want to be using that up now or not. We shall see. All right, uphill. Yeah, just never, when I put the baby draw on, I want it to draw more into the wind, but the wind always just holds it such a significant amount. Yeah, hopefully, I don't know, maybe it's something to hope for, that lag putting will be an important thing to be able to do in the next game. Yeah, maybe like in such a way where, yeah, when you're at those longer putts, it really is that you're susceptible to 3-putting, and you know, it's not like you should expect to make all of these like 20-something footers. Maybe it's just about every once in a while you score them, but you're mostly just trying to get it close. Yeah, because it's definitely the type of thing where we get so far away from it. Yeah, and you kind of just write it off as dead. And like losing strokes to the field, but hopefully, I don't know, hopefully there's just a little bit more to it. Okay, these lies are playing just a little bit more out to the right, which is fine here because it breaks right to left. But I'm trying to play that just a little bit straighter on. Just got to keep that in mind. Ah, man, we had such a hot start. We had such a hot start. 3 under through 3 and 4 through 9. And realistically, honestly should have made that eagle on 2. Whoa. To be fair, I played that, I think, for the low roll. Got a few percent more. Yeah, what's going on, Rob? How we doing? Hope all is well with you. You missed all the fun of the beginning of stream. My breaker popped. I thought it was the... I went way too loud. I thought the power went out in the whole house, but turns out it went just out for like half the upstairs. So just all of a sudden I'm sitting here in the dark and I'm kind of like half waiting for my wife to text me or like come up and like ask what's going on, but then like my Wi-Fi was still up. It was so weird. Yeah, we had to deal with that. Got it all worked out, but really just throws a wrench There was a whole wrench in the stream. Not to mention, like, it just ruins all the momentum that the stream has gathered. People start to come in, and then that happens, and the stream dies, and people leave, and then it's a mess. Well, I hope it stays that way. It's like this weird thing of, you know, I've been rocking the same stuff running all the time, but for whatever reason it tripped. So now I'm obviously ultra paranoid. That didn't go out to the right. Now I'm ultra paranoid that, like, it's not gonna work all the time as it has, you know? $51. 14 off? 37? This is hoping for the best here. Oh, nice. Fully shaped pitch, getting the bite out of the heavy rough. Love to see it. Love, love, love to see it. Oh, and everybody's favorite. A driver, like a must-hit driver par 3. That's what you like to see. Just didn't quite come back to the left. We're gonna be out the back. You've been playing PGA every single day? No game makes you want to destroy things like this game? Oh no. Oh no, we're getting the anger. What's getting to you, Rob? What's getting to you? Oh no, I thought we had it. I really, really did. Yeah, I mean, it can definitely be frustrating. I think the one thing with something like this, and much like real golf, is, yeah, you're in control, right? The things that happen are largely, you know, our own fault. And so that's a very, very tough thing to handle. Yeah, you can laugh at it a little bit when it's just like the course keeps giving you some bad kicks and whatnot, but at a certain point, it's mostly our own demise. Right, like me hitting it that fast, like that's not any fault of the game. Have bad tempo, taking you 4 days just to figure that out so you're on the pluses. I mean, sometimes it's maybe taking a step back and like just going to the range and working on things, trying to figure out exactly what's going on, because it can be probably more demoralizing trying to take it just out onto the course. Right, I think that's kind of a hard thing to face. Ooh. It's gonna land somewhere back here. I don't know that it has the legs. I'm gonna try and drive her off the deck because I need the distance, but I also need the the roll through. I put a little bit too much on it. Trying to get that to the front of the green. I kind of saw it when I went to actually take the shot and I didn't back it off. That's my bad. That's my bad. Get a scorecard just for the current round displaying instead of how you're doing in all four. It's so annoying. I mean, sometimes this will pop up, right? Sometimes the little scorecard will pop up, but it's not there after every hole. And I haven't in all this time. I think it is random. I don't think there is one particular thing that makes it show up. But I get you. I mean, you can always go into your menu and peek your scorecard, but that's not necessarily the most convenient thing. Doesn't look like it's in the new game either. Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part it does make sense. You know, it's the the round that you're playing feeds into it's more about the tournament you're playing in than the current round. So like I do understand it from that vantage point. But I also get what you're saying. You want to see more so just how you're doing on an individual round. Feels like the type of thing that's just, I don't know, I guess not gonna be high enough priority. Does that really count as a straight ball? Doesn't matter, it wasn't gonna stop. If you're going real golfing, you'd have it. Yeah, but I guess it's also the type of thing, like, I don't know, because it's a video game, you're not responsible for keeping track of it, and like around the course you would see the overall leaderboard score with your current round score, which is kind of what they give you. But yeah, no, I mean I get what you're saying. It just feels like one of those really minor detail things that they're probably like, eh. Are we gonna get anything out of this? Probably not. Hey, what's going on, Darren? 2K25 will make the player think even more to pull off shots successfully? I think so. I think it's also going just to require more sheer execution to do so. Because, from what we kind of know now and can see, like, it seems like there's going to be some angled shots and all of that sort of thing. And they're breaking, tempo's getting broken up into multiple components, so I do think execution is going to require a bit more. And I really wish I didn't underhit that. Would have had a chance to have a putt from probably up here. We'll take that, absolutely. All right. All right. Shots have come together a little bit. We'll take a few swings, I think, on the practice range here. Putting's been atrocious. I feel that way too much, man. My putting is always atrocious. My putting is always atrocious. I'm so bad. I know that people like they kind of joke about it, or they like try and claim like worst putter on Plat. I really have like a hard time. Just like, I have been on Plat for so long. I've never been demoted. I've barely had demo marks. You know, if you take out the time that I was on paternity leave and stuff, like, I've been anywhere from 20 to 40, like, WGR. I am probably, like, for as good as I am overall, probably the worst putter. I mean, heck, last week or the week before, we made 1 of 5 medium putts in a Plat round. Like, it is really, really, really bad. Like, really, just truly shocking how bad my putting is relative to everything else. So, I need to become a better, reader of the putts. Yeah, as it were. But in an odd sense, I'm hoping that the putting becoming more difficult because I already miss a ton of putts. I'm hoping that that becomes more of a detriment to others than it is, relatively speaking. Right? Because if people go from making 99% of putts to 94, and I go from 78 to 76, I've technically made up 3%. Beat counting works great for closer putts, but long ones, you're lost. Well, and that's if you look even just at, like, I would call aim point IRL like the closest comparison to that. There's all sorts of stuff with aim point that talks about different amounts of slope and like once you get like outside of 20 feet and X amount of slope, like the system kind of starts to fall apart. So then it kind of becomes up to you as the player to try and put yourself into the situation where now your thing works. Maybe I need to get back to some sort of counting method for like that 15 to 20 feet in N. Because we do have a lot of those putts. And I do miss a lot in that, like, I would say 8 to 15 feet is just, I miss more than I should. So. Yeah, I need to 100% get better at that. I think that's just taking time to get back to some counting stuff, and maybe even having some sort of like flashcard type system where it's like this amount of, this break is this aim. Almost like having just like a quick reference for standard constant breaking putts, just to like have